Hi, my name is Michael Scopes, and I'm riding a Rad Power Bikes Radrover. I bought the bike in February of 2017. So it's a 2017 model, and it's an e-bike. And this is the original battery. I also have a backup battery that I bought from another source that's in this pannier. The bike itself is very hefty. It's a fat bike. It's got 4-inch tires, and I've ridden this bicycle from where I live in Thousand Oaks, California, all the way up to Carpinteria, California, which is roughly a 50-mile ride one way. Camp overnight, come back the next day. 100-mile round trips. I've done that several times. Rad Power Bikes is in Seattle. They only sell bikes, except for that one store in Seattle. They do mail order to any of the states, contiguous states. And it's a great bike. It's really solid. I've changed a few things. I have a seat that's different. I have a shock absorbing seat post. This is my tool kit. And I've got an extra rack on the front that I brought from Old Man Mountain out of Santa Barbara, but I think they moved and they're not in Santa Barbara anymore. I think they're up in Oregon. And the rack on the back came with from Rad. It was not part of the deal with the bike. It was an extra add-on. But I really like the Ortlieb panniers on the bike. The lights that I've added are different, aftermarket things. These are not the original tires. These are Origin Supercells, Origin 8 Supercells. They're more of a road tire. The bike comes with knobby tires instead. And I took those off after 1,000 miles or so because they were just really noisy and a lot more road resistance. And I changed to a road tire to get more mileage. I got a pump over here on the side. This little mini pump that works really well. It's just that if you do get a flat, it takes probably 300 pumps to get the tires filled with air. So that's a big workout in itself.
How far can you go on a single charge? On
a single charge, this battery will take me roughly 30 miles if I don't use it very much. Keep it down on pedal assist 1 or 2. Or 0, and just use my leg power only, because you have that option. It has 5 different levels of power. I stay on 1 or 2 most of the time, and if I hit a hill, I'll bump it up to 3, and if it's a massive hill, I'll go up to 5 just for the heck of it, especially if I'm close to home. The more power you use, obviously, it's going to drain the battery a lot quicker.
And does this bike have a throttle on it too?
Yes, it does. The throttle's right here.
So you don't have to pedal.
You don't have to pedal if you don't want.
Yeah.
And it's got a kill switch here. If you press that, the throttle won't work. It also has a walk feature that you can use if you don't want to ride and you just want to walk it up a hill.
Yeah.
You can hold down, I think it's the bottom one. Yeah. Oh, it's got to have it's got to be up on one of the pedal assist modes. There it goes.
That's nice. Yeah, so to push it up a hill or something like that.
Yeah, push it, and I've done that. Yeah. There's a big hill right up the road here from the university that I had to do it there. And I've also got it hooked up with a trailer hitch right here. For a Burley Nomad trailer that I have at home. I've taken that out 4 or 5 times, but with the fat tires and then the 2 wheels and tires of the trailer, that's just 2 more wheels to worry about because of all the road hazards, nails and screws and broken bottles and whatever else is on the road that you really got to be careful. And I've gotten several flats because I've had too many tires to worry about. Especially the fat ones, they seem to find anything that's in the road.
So you've had this bike for how long?
3 years and 2 months.
And how are you using it mostly? As a commuter
Mostly
bike?
I use it to ride around doing short errands in home. Yeah. Go to the post office or go to the bank. things like that usually wind up being like a 10-mile round trip. And then once or twice every couple of months I'll take a long ride of 100 miles round trip.
And you obviously have it set up so you could tour on it and
Yep.
carry all kinds of stuff. How much does it weigh?
The bike out of the box weighed about 62 pounds. But the add-ons that I've added to it, like the bigger seat, the shock-absorbing seat post, the water bottles, the bag, the mirror, the panniers and what I have in it, the rack, both racks, the pump. I also have Mr. Tuffy liners in the tires to help prevent punctures. All that extra weight, the bike is probably close to 80 pounds as you see it today.
Yeah. So it's a good thing it's electric.
Yeah, it's a beast to do without, but I do it a lot.
And what do you think is like the best and worst thing about this bike?
Well, the best thing is if you have problems with going up hills, this will get you up the hills when you're touring or just riding around town. The worst thing I think is, I don't know, you can't just jump on it and say I'm going to go 200 or 300 mile trip without running out of power.
Yeah.
You got to plan your trips to be able to pull over somewhere and recharge your battery, and always take an extra one with you anyway. It's a lot of fun. I remember when I first got it, I was out riding around at night in Thousand Oaks, and I called my wife on the phone and I said, I haven't had this much fun as an adult in I don't know how long.
That's awesome.
Riding a bike makes you feel like a kid again, because you don't feel the fatigue that you normally would feel at my age riding a non-electric bike. I have my old road bike hanging in my garage, but I can't ride it. It's too hard.
Yeah.
I'm much better off using a power bike right now.